were dancing on the building's golden light when sunset glow.
Passing streets and busy traffic, walking hand in hand on our way home.
The roads were drawn like something certain, every turn laid out so clear. Felt like love, looked like forever, but I fear we had a paper town. Looked good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our map's been torn into this paper town. This paper town. The streets don't feel like home now. All the colors faded, slowly turned to gray.
And I thought we had it figured out, but it's just another town we left for dead.
The lines we chased have all been broken. Every path disappeared. Felt like love, looked like forever, but we're here. We had a paper town. Looked good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our lives been torn into this paper town. This paper town. This paper town. This paper town.
큰 건 큰 돌을 던진 너 기다리고 기다리던 그 사람이 온 내 앞에 내 맘 어느새 일렁이는 상상병에라도 걸렸나봐요 아야 아파 아른아른거려 잠이 오지 않아 연락도 없는 날 서럽기만 한 날 눈 감아도 그대만 보여요 터질 것 같은 맘 순간에 호기심은 아니에요 그대 아니면 난 안 돼요 내 생각을 하고는 할까 사랑 반대말이 뭔지 아나요 그건 관심 어설프긴 해도 괜찮은 놈이에요 나 내가 그대라면 날 선택할 텐데 눈 감아도 그대만 보여요 터질 것 같은 맘 순간에 호기심은 아니에요 그대 아니면 난 안 돼요
you.